Who here has ever been sick? Anyone here ever been sick? Has anyone here ever been really sick? Yeah? How does it feel when you're really sick? Not good? Have you ever felt alone when you're really sick? Yeah? Have you ever been the only person sick in your family and everyone else is out there having fun and you're all alone? Yeah? So how does that feel?
Absolutely disgusting.
Horrible, not very good. So, way back in the Bible, there was an illness called leprosy. And it was something that affected your skin. And when you had leprosy, you weren't just the only one sick in your family. You were told by the priest to go outside the city all alone and hang out with everyone else that had leprosy and all be sick. Away from your family, away from your friends, away from your church, away from your school, away from everything. You weren't allowed to interact with anyone who was well. So how might you think those people that had leprosy felt? How? Sad, yep. Lonely, I like that word. They might have, yes? Depressed, that's an even better word. They would have felt quite upset and quite depressed. So, we're going to have a look at a story about someone who was sick today and someone that he met. So it's not much fun being sick. A runny nose is bad. Has anyone ever had an earache? Yeah? An earache's not much fun, is it?
No.
So if you've ever been sick, you've got to feel sad for the man with leprosy. He had blotches on his belly. He had aching arms and lumpy, bumpy leprosy legs. You would think that everyone would be kind to the man with leprosy, right? Would people be kind? Are your parents kind to you when you're sick? Yes. No. When he walked down the street, people would start to run away yelling, "Look out! Look out! A leper! A leper!" His family wanted to hug him, but no one was allowed to touch a person with leprosy. The man with leprosy thought, maybe God will help me. So he went to the temple, but the priest said, "No lepers allowed." The man with leprosy left the temple, he left his family, and he limped out of town. Who do you think he met? Jesus. So Jesus was strolling into town when he saw the man limping towards him on his lumpy, bumpy leprosy legs. Jesus stopped. As the man came closer and closer, he could see his aching arms and his blotches on his belly. The man with leprosy knelt down in front of Jesus and cried and cried. "Help me, Jesus. Everybody runs away from me. I'm not allowed in the temple. I'm not allowed in the town. I'm not allowed to hug my family. I know that if you want to, you can make me better." So Jesus' heart ached. He put his arm around him and the man with leprosy and hugged him. "I'd love to make you better," said Jesus, and the leprosy, what do you think happened to it? It disappeared. Jesus and the man with leprosy jumped up and down and cheered, "Hooray, hooray, hooray." "Now listen," whispered Jesus, and this is a curious bit of the story. "Do not tell anyone I healed you. Just tiptoe to the temple, show the priest you're better." You got that? Do not tell anyone. What do you think the man did?
Tell people.
Did he tell people?
No.
No? Would you tell people if you had just gotten completely better? Yeah. The man with leprosy did not listen to Jesus at all, and he was so excited he ran into town shouting, "Hooray, I'm healed, I'm healed. Jesus healed me. Jesus healed me. Look," he said to the priest, "Jesus healed my lumpy, bumpy leprosy legs." "Well," said the priest, "you'd better walk those legs into the temple and thank God." "Look," he said to the people, "Jesus healed my blotchy belly." "Well," said the people, "that belly needs some cake." "And look," said the man to his family, "Jesus healed my aching arms." "Well," said the family, "you better give us a big hug." So why do you think people ran away from the man with leprosy?
Because they didn't want to get infected.
They didn't want to get infected, yeah? Anything else?
So they didn't have to stay away from their family.
Yeah, so they didn't have to stay away from their family as well. So the man with leprosy would have felt pretty alone, and yet Jesus healed him. How do you think Jesus would like us to treat people in our community that we don't really want to accept? How do you think he wants us to treat them? Anyone want to have a guess at that? Yes? With respect and with love and with kindness and with goodness. And today in our sermon, we're going to dig into a couple of stories where Jesus was asked a big question. And he answers it by telling all of us that we are family, his family. And today in our time, we're going to learn how we are adopted into his family, how Jesus wants us to treat people like he treated this man with leprosy. Thank you for listening so well, boys and girls. You can go back to your seats.